Okay, so Sabra Minoka say the ex-president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, who happens to be also the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress and possibly could be the next president of the Republic of Ghana come 2024 elections. And after the 2024 elections, Minoka say we debut the popular 24-hour economy. Now, michimu ya washasiye wama why video nature be the better or check Ghana forces our 24-hour economy no and yes a kasa ye in fact ya shasi and na amount for kasa we dear Mahama has linked from his past and obviously no this particular video babe bono ebimu SCSA a panic the new patriotic party because they sold free SHS to us. It was a scam. They sold working economy for us. It was a scam. They sold one district, one factory. It was a scam. They sold say yaba betiti tinyama so tonsani me nyina mai ni nyina no a 4-1 a scam. So I'm forecast perhaps Mahama Diana or Castle Bay Circle Dubai and is visible. You can see it. Mama or Castle Bay building schools. So if this guy is saying that he is going to let do a 24-hour economy, he can. You can video nearby. We continue with this particular update.
Guys, the way job did this country is like, if I plate pay and they go your kids straight. I hear say brothers they do 2 to 3 jobs for that side. Oh, no,
Kofi, I agree with you. My bro will complete university like 4 years this. Still they search for job. He rep application like 200. All for water inside. He for straight safe.
Guys. All this unemployment where they go on for this country inside could be sorted out by John Mahama and the NDC's 24-hour economy policy. Easy.
How you go do
Simple. John Mahama and the NDC say them go encourage and support certain businesses, make them operate 24/7, preferably on the 3-shift system of 8 hours each, by creating an enabling environment that will promote productivity, competitiveness, and well-paying jobs for us after school.
Good. But mensa make a busy question. We can companies and businesses with John Mahama and the NDC they refer to.
The 24-hour economy go primarily but not exclusively focus on agro-processing, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, constructions, mining and acquiring industries, leisure and hospitality, the sanitation and waste management, digital startups, business process outsourcing, retail centers, financial services, modern markets, transportation services. Some public institutions like the Ports and Harbour, Customs, DVLA, and Passport Office are all included. What the BME be saying, there are no limits to companies and businesses who go benefit from the 24-hour economy policy.
Mensa. You sure say this 24-hour economy system go few way?
Kofi Pa, no be you way right there. You talk say manage they work 2 to 3 jobs for Yonki a day. So how you figure it happen?
Word. The 24-hour economy, they happen for UK, France, Germany, Sydney, even in South Korea. So it will happen for you.
See, this idea be very sweet. I'm not gonna lie, it be very sweet. But people they carry one district, one factory, planting for food and jobs, moving from taxation to production. Where these ideas all pass, we all 10 beans. That be me my problem. Trust.
Guys. Make you not forget say or see a day your John Mahama and the NDC we build the Atwabo gas plant. The Terminal 3 for the Kotuka International Airport and the Meridian Port Service Terminal. We right now it be the second largest harbor for the West Coast. Where them all to the web 24/7 as we speak.
Then man, if you happy no, guys, me and they talk something no. For trust there, John Mahama they start to among all of them.
Vote for John Mahama, the nation builder, and the NDC for a 24-hour economy. Ejuma Pankwa.
You see, Ejuma Pankwa. It is here no Mate. You've heard it. Hey, we can say, hey, snapping us in NDC, NDC. So I need a ton NPP microphone. So it's up to you to decipher these campaign messages. Mahama started Eddie put it out. What I say? In 24-hour economy in the crown, my bro, it work. Juma. And you see Kadiaku Fuado ayade na beka. Ye kase Kadiaku Fuado ye pa ade na beka. Free is here. Mimi nua kura kusku mitua. I pay things. The bia obitua, oko obitua, nya oko imitua iska. Say obetu. Is that free SHS? It's school fees cry. Omo no you know school school fees can do. So there's nothing visible for the New Patriotic Party to show. But I'm forecasting there's something visible for the National Democratic Congress to show. Well, it's up to you, the final voter, to choose. More updates soon.
Specifically in financial terms. From the arrival in North America of the first slave ship in the 1600s until the lowering of the colonial flag on African soil in 1990, the West's interest in Africa has primarily been financial, primarily profit-making. What and how many natural resources to extract? Then too, how to use those resources for economic gain. Sugar plantations, cotton fields, construction, cooking, cleaning. All these required steady hands to pick, pack, plant, chop, stir, scrub, hammer, and nail. Within the diaspora, how do we begin to calculate the financial cost of slavery to settle on a single number for reparations? How do we begin to do the same on the African continent? These are serious questions because the damage done by the institutions of slavery and colonialism are still echoing through the daily lives of most black people across the globe. In North America, it can be seen in the violent, sometimes deadly policing and discriminatory housing and employment policies. In Africa, it can be seen in the infrastructural deficits, the need for more schools, hospitals, affordable housing, and better roads. It can be seen in the inability of most Africans to read and write in their native languages, despite being able to read and write and speak in their colonial languages. From the continent and throughout the diaspora, the resounding damage of slavery and colonialism are most painfully evident in the displacement of our people. We're always migrating north or south, or emigrating to Europe or North America. We're being either forcibly removed from our homes or moving voluntarily with nothing more than the hope of a better life elsewhere, even though we still love our homelands and wish we could stay. A prime example of such displacement would be the community of Afriqueville, right here in Halifax, which I had the privilege of visiting yesterday. The government neglected to provide the Afriqueville community with basic services, despite several petitions by the residents, and they allowed the community to fall into disrepair. The area immediately surrounding Afriqueville was used for industrial purposes, and a waste facility was even situated near the residences. A classic case of environmental racism. One after the other, people of Afriqueville fell ill, and the community was forcibly relocated to homes in another part of town because the government deemed that the area was a health hazard. Then the site where Afriqueville had once existed in disrepair as a slum underwent a revitalization that resulted in the construction of a bridge, port facilities, and new roads. The attention, time, and financial investment that was not given to Afriqueville was suddenly somehow available. Though it took nearly 5 decades, I understand that the city of Halifax issued an apology. I understand that it also began the process of reparation for the families and individuals who were affected by the forced removals and demolitions of one of the first communities of free black people in North America. I hope this inspires more cities throughout the diaspora to issue apologies and offer reparations for the wrongs done to the numerous black communities that have been stolen away, burned, drowned, leveled, or otherwise somehow destroyed. On the African continent, every time a young person packs a small sack and walks beyond the borders of his or her country and continues north to brave the Sahara Desert to cross over into Europe, it's an example of a voluntary migration. And those types of departures are usually born out of desperation, poverty, hunger, war, limited opportunities, and climate crises, such as floods, fires, and droughts. Warsan Shire, a Kenyan-born Somali poet who was raised in the UK and now lives in the US, wrote in her poem titled